Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're looking at one of the most absolutely audacious technological visions playing out in the public markets right now. Imagine taking that completely ordinary smartphone sitting in your pocket and connecting it directly to a satellite in low Earth orbit, with literally zero modifications. I know, it sounds like pure science fiction, but this is the very real mission of AST Space Mobile.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because while the tech is undoubtedly fascinating, as investors, we gotta separate the scientific marvel from the cold, hard financial reality. Our objective here is to strip away the hype and objectively figure out, is this company actually a viable long-term investment?
To do that, we're going to use a pretty rigorous due diligence checklist. We'll start with business and market trends, move on to management and capital allocation, and then analyzing the financial realities. After that, calculating AST's intrinsic value, Elliott wave price predictions, and finally, the final verdict. All right, let's get right to it.
Section 1. Business and Market Trends. So AST is currently shifting from just selling a proof-of-concept story to actually executing in space, and here is exactly why. 3 billion. That's the estimated number of potential users worldwide who are stuck with weak or completely non-existent network coverage right now. We're not talking about a niche market here. This is a massive global broadband gap. And because of the fixed cost nature of a satellite network, the marginal cost to add each one of those users is incredibly low, which makes the underlying economics look pretty fantastic.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of the competitive barriers they've built to keep rivals out. Building a moat on Earth is tough enough, right? But AST is building one in space. They've got a massive first-mover advantage, completely backed by agreements with over 60 mobile operators globally. That essentially locks in about $1.2 billion in commercial contracts. Throw in over 3,900 patents and the fact that they're doing 95% of their manufacturing in-house, you've got a barrier to entry that is, well, practically astronomical.
And man, they are moving fast. AST is right in the middle of its most intensive execution period yet. Bluebirds 8, 9, and 10 are slated for orbit, with 11, 12, and 13 launching on August 5th. Their target is to have 45 satellites deployed by late 2026. But you know what's truly staggering? Each of these new units carries about 2,400 square feet of antennas. That massive size is what allows for peak download speeds approaching 200 megabits per second, which is double their previous generation.
Okay, let's move into Section 2, Management and Capital Allocation.
Look, a brilliant vision is nothing without execution, and founder Abel Avellan and his team have made their priority crystal clear. They are pouring every available resource into building this constellation. To fund that, they just closed a massive $1.15 billion convertible senior notes offering. Building a space network does not come cheap. Rockets run on rocket fuel, for sure, but space companies, they run on cold, hard cash. And historically, that's meant significant equity dilution for early shareholders.
The silver lining for investors here? Massive liquidity. AST is now sitting on cash reserves of over $3.8 billion. According to management, that is enough runway to launch over 100 satellites with no near-term need to raise more funds. But, here's the catch. Having the cash to build is one thing. Proving you can transition from this cash-burning construction phase to actually generating stable, commercial cash is another beast entirely.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 3, analyzing the financial realities.
Just take a look at the staggering gap projected for 2026. Management expects full-year revenue to land somewhere between $150 and $200 million. But their capital expenditure guidance, meaning the money actively being burned on satellite materials and launches, is between $575 and $650 million. It's a huge delta. AST is still deep in a heavy cash-burning investment phase.
So objectively speaking, how does this hold up to conservative investment standards? Well, currently, it fails multiple tests. Profitability is negative. Operating cash flow? Consistently negative. Capital expenditures are wildly outpacing incoming revenue, and owner earnings are deeply in the red. Yes, if network utilization takes off, margins could be incredible down the line. But we have to remember that right now, those high-margin recurring revenues are just a prospect. They're not proven data yet.
Let's shift gears for Section 4, calculating AST's intrinsic value.
We obviously know the long-term potential is huge, but we have to ask the tough question. Is all that upside already fully priced into the stock? At a recent share price of roughly $59, AST boasts a fully diluted market cap of about $23 billion. You really need to understand that this valuation already assumes a near-flawless victory.
It bakes in highly optimistic assumptions about successful deployment and a rapid revenue scale-up to $5 billion by the year 2030.
Let's break down the hard numbers using a two-stage discounted cash flow model so you can visually see the wide range of potential outcomes. Everything hinges on execution. If deployment gets delayed, a pessimistic scenario drops the intrinsic value down to just $14 a share. The base case, which, by the way, still assumes pretty aggressive growth, lands at $35. Only under the absolute most optimistic assumptions of flawless execution do we actually reach that $59 valuation. So, the crucial point is, buying at the current share price leaves basically zero protection for the investor. You are paying for perfection right now. If there's a launch failure, a regulatory delay, or even if competitors like Starlink capture the market faster than expected, there's literally no margin of safety built into that $59 price tag.
All right, let's step back from the fundamental financials for a second. Section 5, Elliott Wave Price Predictions.
And this brilliantly illustrates the market's technical projections and psychology. This subjective weekly Elliott wave analysis charts the macro price movements starting from that mid-2024 bottom. It projects a massive, highly volatile five-wave structure, basically tracking how traders are trying to price in AST's turbulent transition from deployment to actual commercial operation over the next couple of years.
Let's systematically walk through these targets. The chart predicts a Wave 1 impulse, taking the stock to around $120 by early 2026. But look closely at Wave 2, a massive corrective pullback down to $30. That is an expected 75% decline. I mean, talk about pure investor whiplash. If the stock survives that, the model points to a Wave 3 surge to $190, a Wave 4 consolidation down to $140, and a final Wave 5 pushing to an astronomical $260 by 2031. Keep in mind, this is purely technical forecasting, but it really underlines the violent volatility expected ahead.
Which brings us to Section 6, the final verdict.
Synthesizing all of this leaves us with an extreme dichotomy, a totally unique investment opportunity. The bull case is definitely intoxicating. AST is building this monopoly-like moat in a massive global market, fueled by imminent catalysts like their upcoming launches. But hey, the bear case is just as real. The business model is incredibly complex, requiring billions in capital before they can even prove the economic model works, and the current stock price offers zero margin of safety.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question for you. AST Space Mobile is not some mature value creation machine just yet. It's a growth story deeply entrenched in a highly capital-intensive deployment phase. Weighing the high-reward reality of a space-based broadband monopoly against the high-risk reality of unproven economics, are you willing to accept massive technological risk for the chance at astronomical rewards? It's a fascinating standoff, for sure, and those upcoming August 5th satellite launches are going to be absolutely critical to watch. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.